Why is it so easy to criticize other people and so hard to accept personal responsibility? Um, Several years ago, my dad gave me the criticism of you, all you do is make excuses and you take very little responsibility right now, or something along those lines. And I was so mad at that criticism at the time. And it really hurt, to be honest. Um, I was so frustrated. I was like, how could he say that? I'm working so hard in high school right now. I go to the gym. Um, I am running a business. And, he doesn't see what I'm doing every day because, he's focused on his stuff and, providing for a family. And I was just so frustrated at, you know, the notion that he could even say that to me. It's just like, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm doing. Um, and, that's something. We'll get back to that. But I think he was right. At the time, and even still, I often fall into this trap, and I think everyone does, of, you know, attributing our failures and shortcomings to external factors. I'm late to work because there's traffic. No, you were late because you didn't leave early enough in case there was traffic. I, you know, I didn't reach my goal to get, this project done for work by the end of the month because so and so didn't do their part. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe that person had something going on. Maybe they had something going on. Maybe they were lazy. Maybe they actually were lazy. Did you do everything in your power to make sure that, they were on track to getting what you had assigned them done? Did you do your part and, taking responsibility for, oh, well, if they're not going to get it done, I have to get it done. And, maybe that's a really difficult thing to do. Maybe you generally don't have time. Maybe you have to lose some sleep. But I think it's so easy to fall into that trap of just, attributing my shortcomings, my failures to other people, to, the environment I was raised in, the people I'm around. That's so easy. But I think as I've gotten a little older, and I'm not much older, but I think definitely as I've gotten older, it's much easier to see, okay, no, I could have done that better. I could have worked harder. I could have been more consistent at trying to develop that skill that I fell short on. It wasn't their fault, I didn't try my best. I didn't put in the work. And if I really wanted that thing, I probably could have gotten it had I put time and effort into it. So going back to what I was saying earlier about, oh, my dad didn't know what I was going through. He didn't know what I was doing. He didn't know, where I was putting all my time. And all he heard was the complaining about, oh, so-and-so didn't do this or so-and-so didn't do that. I deserve this because of that. And, that's something else. People don't know what you are doing until you show them what you are doing. People don't know how much time you are putting into something unless you can show how much time you are putting into something, or show an output that is the result of the sum of the time you've put into something. And, that's just you. When you are critiquing and criticizing other people, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know the amount of time and effort they've put into something. So you can't just immediately blame and attribute their shortcoming and failure to, a personal problem, some internal. You can't attribute their failures to, to something is wrong with them internally. Maybe some external factor did impact their ability to perform. And I think it's easy to come to a quick conclusion of, yeah, they're just a lazy person, when in reality, you don't know. Maybe they don't have the right tools, and, maybe it's not that they're a lazy person, but maybe it's they didn't feel comfortable asking, a coworker or a friend or family for the right tools to perform at the level, you or anyone else expected. And, that's something you could fix. Maybe you're not asking the right questions. Not, why are you so lazy? Why didn't you get this done? Maybe you need to ask, next time, how can we get this done? Don't jump to conclusions, and ask how you can provide all you can to help them complete what they need. You don't always know what's going on in someone else's life, so you have to ask if you want to know, or you have to observe. Observe or question. Those are two great ways to figure out something you don't know. So, anyways, I need to get better at accepting critique and criticism and looking at it holistically. Am I really doing this? Not, well, that hurts. Why would you say that? I need to self-reflect more when I receive criticism, and I think that is a great way to isolate a problem, and from there you can break it down into smaller pieces using self-reflection, through questioning, self-observation. I don't know. And then those smaller pieces can be fixed, hopefully, in a more manageable manner than, this is something I don't even want to look at, and I am going to ignore this criticism, and I'm going to ignore why it originated, where it originated, you know, and I'm just not going to change. And maybe that is the truth. Maybe you don't need to change, but I think honest self-reflection is a great way to is a better way to go about things, because maybe there really is something in that criticism. And maybe you are deserving.